Well, hello there, Apple Bites. This is your Apple Bite Rafael Tavares talking to you straight from our show here, The Written Writ. A show where you and I and you take a journey together to become better writers. And here we are, my mateys, back for another episode of Loot and a Poem, where I get to do this lovely pirate voice, and you get to listen to me for no apparent reason. Arr. I don't know, it's just the loot part of this Loot in the Poem that gets me going all crazy about pirates. Yeah. Yes, I know you enjoy my insanity. And here we are again for a Loot and a Poem. And of course, here, behind my Amigo Montoya. Yes, my name is Amigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Right behind that is our Loot and a Poem surprise. What will it be this week? Last week, or last time, on a Loot and a Poem, we got a nice Harry Potter pants, or pajama pants, or something like that. So, we got surprised. Let us see how surprising this one will be. And let's see, will Ralph have trouble this time? Oh, whoa, yes he will. Look at that, it just felt right. That was a good comeback right there, right? You know you like me. So, we reach inside, and we find... a hoodie. And we all know that the Rafael likes the hoodies. And it is a lovely Rick and Morty hoodie. Don't you like it? Don't you love it? You know you're jealous. You are jealous because I have the hoodie and you don't have the hoodie. But of course you can have the hoodie if you go to Loot Crate and get your own hoodie. Yeah, I am insane. I don't apologize. You're just gonna have to suffer through it and enjoy my insanity. And because you're sitting there enjoying this insanity of my Loot and a Poem and my lovely swag here, well then, I shall reward you with a poem. Yes, poetry. Because what would Loot and a Poem be without the poetry aspect of it? And us learning to explore our feelings through poetry, through writing, because it's very important. What you should do is always have a pad present, because sometimes these feelings percolating through your body, through this being that you are, can give you inspiration. Isn't that inspirational? Yeah, I know, you like me. You know you like me. You watch the show. You know you... Sorry, feeling a little interesting today. So, let's take one of the poems that I've done recently, and I think I've added to this. So I'm going to give you the version I see here, because I was looking for the full version, where I added things, where I changed things. But maybe that'll become a show in itself, where I show you that some things just grow and grow or become into other things as you write, as you share. The problem with writing sometimes is that you are never finished. Speaking of that, my New Year's resolution, because I just realized I didn't tell you what it was last week, is to make sure that by March I have everything ready to go for the comic book that I am working on with AHR Vision. Hopefully everything will come out right and we will have more information on this whole process. But that is my goal, to have enough issues written out by March so that we can proceed in a timely fashion. Yes, so make sure you make your writing resolutions there and you stick to them. I shall keep you informed, and now that I've said it out in public like this, I guess I have to keep that writing resolution unless I want to look procrastinator, which I am. Well, here we go. And with that realization, wait, you like this? We'll move on to realizations, which is the poem. I realize now that it never was a punishment. It was his attempt to show me, to help me understand them, to see firsthand. He must have known I was straying, that my heart was becoming cold. He believed in me enough to grant me this gift that I saw as a curse. He wanted to heal, and to do so, he enlightened. My mind races with thoughts that should be clear, actions that should be made, yet in understanding I am hurt. I am not who I used to be, and I shall never rise that high again. Though maybe that's the lesson, and now action must be taken. For if not then, it would have been for naught. Now, let's take this for a second, because I've realized that sometimes when I'm reading, it doesn't come out right. I don't realize this till afterwards, but since I realized it right now, it will help us in a semi-lesson here. As you can see, it sounded different. It sounded a certain way, but what it's meant to say is... Alright, so the phrase is this. Though maybe that's the lesson, and now action must be taken. For if not then... See? That's where I made a mistake. What this is trying to say, and of course, you know, Chantal would say it's punctuation, Ralph. You are messing with your punctuations. For if not then, it would have been for naught. For if not then, it would have been for naught. So the whole thing comes out to, though maybe that's the lesson, and now action must be taken. For if not then, it would have been for naught. And that changes the whole feeling to the poem than the way I said it before. And it's very important for you to punctuate, because if not, sometimes the meaning of what you are saying will be lost. Or to pull out a punctuation because you are changing the total meaning of what's being said. That's just a little lesson in the middle of this lieutenant poem. Now back to the poetry. Let's rewind a little bit so that we can percolate where we are. My mind races with thoughts that should be clear, actions that should be made, yet in understanding I am hurt. I am not who I used to be, and I shall never rise that high again. Though maybe that's the lesson, and now action must be taken. For if not then, it would have been for naught. Now it's time to heal, for healing is what must be done. It's one of my deeper poems. I'm not saying that because I'm patting my own back. I'm saying that because I was in a certain place when I wrote it, and I was thinking about my life. And my faith. And all that comes with it. And the lessons I've learned in life. Because these things are ways that we can help our writing grow. Because the best way to write, in my opinion, is to take what you've learned, what you felt, and put it down in your stories. Make it part of you. I find that important. Well, I hope you like this little breakdown of reading, I guess, because riff reading is fundamental. And sometimes, you know, they say when you read it cold, but I didn't read it cold. I had read it before. It just got lost in the words, and I wasn't paying attention to the punctuation I put there. So as you can see, it's very important to write things the right way. Well, I'm happy that that happened, and I'm happy I was able to share this with you, and I hope, because I still don't know if I've gotten the point across, that you understand. If you don't understand, I will be more than happy to talk about this again. So, my friends, that is a lieutenant poem for another week. Tune in next time, where I shall run, pillage, and destroy. Or create a poetry or poem about that. This is your Apple Bite, Rafael Tavares, signing off. Until next time, be good. Well, hello there, Apple Bites. That was our show for today. And give us thumbs up because you know you liked it. You know you liked my poetry breakdown there in the middle of it. Or was that me breaking down because I couldn't read the poetry right? We will never know. And of course, why don't you be adventurous? Take a bite out of the apple and become an apple bite because you know you want to. And why don't you, while you're at it, share your poetry, share your stories, and join me on this quest to become better writers so that we can help each other. And put your stuff right there, share it right there in the comment section, right there. Yeah, you can do that. You know you want to. Come on, boys and girls. You know you want to. Share. Share with Mr. Ralphie in his neighborhood. Well, guys, till next time, I hope you guys are writing and keep writing. And what is your written resolution? Inquiring minds want to know. Adios, amigo. This is Rafael signing off.